We're going to go back to our Randy Wallace.
Here in Harris County, a big question right now. Will County Judge Lina Hidalgo be able to keep her job, or will Republican challenger and Alexandra Mealer unseat her tonight?
This is a race that they're looking at nationwide. Now, take a look at some of the results so far. So it looks like it's a pretty tight race. Alexandra Mealer just trailing behind by 49% of the votes. Lina Hidalgo at 51%.
Yeah, these are just some of the early voting numbers again we're seeing so far. Again, these are not all of the votes. We, of course, will watch this race very closely tonight to see what happens. And continuing our coverage tonight, we have our Natalie He live from Upper Kirby at Upper Kirby Ice House on the east side, where Republican challenger Alexandra Mealer is hosting her watch party. But first, we're going to start with Fox 26's Sherman DeSalle, who is in East Downtown at Chapman and Kirby, where Democratic incumbent Lina Hidalgo is watching the numbers come in. Sherman.
Yes, Jonathan, they are watching these numbers come in closely, and you're right, it is a tight race. And what we just heard from NRG is that this race could go on for a while with the slow tabulation of numbers. 51 to 49%, a matter of 10,000 votes of a difference. That's really tight, and that's what our pollsters projected at Fox 26, that this would be a contentious race between this incumbent candidate who's tried to, who wants to stay into this office and continue her work, not just with her childhood education or early child education initiative, but also with flooding and infrastructure. But we also have a very competitive opponent, Alexandra Mealer, getting a lot of support from the Republican Party, not just in Texas, but across the country. Now, the response during the COVID-19 pandemic and the pushback against state leaders is what got a lot of people on the other side wanting Hidalgo out of office. But recently, her response to the rise in crime and the ongoing lawsuit over that $11 million COVID-19 outreach contract, that's something that Alexandra Mealer took and ran with on her campaign. She talked a lot about she's the candidate for crime and corruption. We spoke to both of those candidates earlier today. We also spoke with Hidalgo, who says despite the amount of money that's been backing Mealer, despite the attack ads, she still feels optimistic even before the polls close. Take a listen to what she said.
We've been doing a lot of work for the past 4 years. I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of my campaign, and I trust that voters will see that and remember that and get us in for another 4 years.
Now, mind you, Hidalgo showed very favorable in the March primaries, but those numbers started to dwindle as Mealer got that momentum. So we're going to go over to Upper Kirby, and that's where Natalie He is at the Mealer campaign watch party, where they're probably just as optimistic as well. Right, Natalie?
That's exactly right, Sherman. With the election results coming in right now and these candidates virtually tied neck and neck, Mealer says she doesn't expect these results, or this race in particular, to actually be called until tomorrow. But right now, she spoke with reporters about an hour ago, and she says that she feels confident so far.
We're all very excited. You know, Republicans typically vote election day, and so to be this tight, we have even a few of our judicial races that they're up, but they're all neck and neck right now, and so we'll just be waiting for the votes to roll in this evening, but very excited to see that so much people really resonated with our message so far. Always did this race with the expectation of being able to win, knew I had a message that would resonate, and I think we're seeing that so far, and then as votes come in, I think you'll see our position strengthen.
Her official watch party at Kirby's Ice House around 6:45 this evening. Mealer is a West Point grad and has a law degree and an MBA from Harvard. She's a U.S. Army veteran and currently works in energy finance in Houston. Although she is a political newcomer, Mealer has garnered support and endorsements from high-profile figures in Houston, including Mattress Mac and activist Paul Castro, whose son was killed in a road rage incident after an Astros game. Other high-profile elected officials are also here tonight at Mealer's watch party. We just spotted Senator Ted Cruz walk in earlier, about an hour ago, as well as Harris County Precinct 5 Ted Heap, who was here earlier this afternoon, and also Montgomery County Judge March Keogh was here earlier this afternoon as right. And right now, this race appears too close to call, with the polls closing later than usual right now. I know we're dealing with some of that right now, but Mealer says she doesn't, once again, anticipate these results or this race to be called until sometime tomorrow. From Upper Kirby, Natalie He, Fox 26 News.
Natalie, thanks for that update. And coming up tonight here at 9 o'clock, we're going to take a closer in-depth look at the Harris County Judges race. Again, too close to call tonight. We'll also be looking at some of the results from the Harris County Commissioners Court with 2 seats on the ballot.